Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Around the Table. It's May the 4th. I can add that joke, and I'm not, but you know what I'm gonna say, so that's good enough. This episode, we're gonna talk about urges, right? I would use a T word, but I feel like if I use that, it would sound a little bit too serious, and this is not supposed to be like a huge serious episode, but you know, I guess it just depends where I go with it. But urges, temptation, um, slipping up, however you describe the term, is something that always occurs in life, right? Um, it could happen in your own life. You read it in books. It's been shown in history, and it's something that's kind of like human nature, right? So we're just gonna keep it as an urge is something that you're not trying to do because you have a greater goal, right? So I'll just use myself as an example because using yourself as an example is usually a better thing. Anyways, like for me, I've been working out, and my biggest urges recently is just fast food or just eating, right? I'm a big foodie. Like if you know me already, um, if I go somewhere and they have a poutine, I'm gonna try it. If I'm out somewhere and I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. Even with the size that I am, I probably should be like three sizes bigger because I eat a lot of food, right? And before I got sick a couple years ago, my metabolism was crazy. My metabolism's still good, right? But when I say crazy, I could eat a lot and no weight gain, maybe 2 pounds, and then if I'm not constantly eating, I'm just losing weight, right? So it's different, but either way, I've been working out and I've just been getting hungry, right? Because the more calories you burn, um, the hungrier you get. But my best friend, Skip the Dishes, is, is and Uber Eats is always giving me a reminder on deals, and it's been hard for me to pass them up, especially with how hungry I've been getting. With everything that's going on in the world, you know, it's it's kind of puts you away from going out or even like grocery shopping to go get some stuff, right? But it is important, especially if you are working out, you're in some type of regimen. You have to kind of stay the path, right? And temptation's something that usually comes when there's a breakthrough or there's a breakthrough that's supposed to be happening, right? It's weird when you're trying to, and it's funny. It's just like how the universe works. But like I was saying, it's weird when you're trying to be a nice person for a day, for example, right? You just want to have a nice day, and because you had that thought in your head for whatever reason, everybody everybody is trying to make you mad, right? And sometimes the world just works like that, right? And then that's temptation, just trying to break your mood. It's trying to make you kind of sour when your goal for the day was just to be, you know, a pocket full of sunshine, right? Just being that positive person, but everybody and their mom is cranky and they're trying to rub that on you, right? Um, yeah, and it's rough, and that's kind of like how temptation works. That's how urges work, right? Especially for people who are single. You finally start talking to someone, you think it's going somewhere, and all of a sudden, maybe two or three people pop out of nowhere, and now these people seem interesting, right? And I think a lot of people have this happen to them where when you're finally in a relationship, or if you're in a relationship, as soon as it starts, that's when like temptation's the worst, right? That's when this person wants to start talking to you, or this person's giving you attention, or you know this person is single and this is the person that you've wanted to be with, but they're in like a lot of people are in situations, right? The world is strange. Temptation is a thing. Urges are great, and it's something that we all have to combat each day, right? Whether it's how much you want to eat, or you know if you have a drinking problem, or you have a porn problem, or you talk too much, or you're on the internet too much. There's a lot of things that people are trying to deal with and they're trying to cut back on or trying to work on. And, it's something that's hard to navigate, but it's a thing where if you start noticing the signs, that's when you kind of have to change things, right? If you could, especially like with something as simple, I'm only saying it's simple because it's more controlled, but like if it's like food urges, for example, like there's stuff that you could do to avoid that. You could eat more, or no, don't eat more, because that's that's going into urge. You could drink more water, or you could go for a walk, or you could go for a shower. You could do something to kind of distract yourself. And I think with a lot of urges, to kind of offset that tone, right? Because if you do the research, us as human beings, like, we're people who like patterns, right? Routine, rituals, etc., right? That's why things like social media is so addictive, right? That's why, once you start smoking, it's something that's so addictive, whether you believe it's addictive or not. That's like smoking cigarettes or marijuana or whatever. It's something that becomes habitual, right? And even if it's not just the habit of smoking, it's kind of like the people that you interact with, or the things that you do while you're under the influence. And this goes with drinking as well too, right? Some people, they're always having a fun time when they're drinking, so your brain correlates fun time with alcohol, whether or not you're having a fun time, because maybe a majority of the times that you do drink, you're having a fun time. But when you're not, and you're crying alone in your bedroom drinking like a glass of wine or whatever, it's not necessarily helping you, right? And that's up to you, right? If you want to change your lifestyle or not. But you have to realize that temptation is there, those urges are there, and it's something that we all have to deal with, whether it's at the front of our mind, whether it's the back of our mind, right? You have to remember that we all mess up. We all have our moments of weaknesses, and when it comes to urges and stuff, ultimately, if it's something that keeps coming up, you have to do something to work on that, whether recognize the signs, or seek help if it's something extreme, right? It's as cheesy as it sounds, like, you're not alone. I really hate using that term, but realistically, you're not alone. With how many people there are in the world and how much time has passed, someone has probably experienced the same struggle that you have. As unique and complicated as everyone else's life is, and yours might be as well, there's some challenges that people face that are similar, not like exactly the same, but are similar enough for them to give an insight to you that could actually help you recover, especially if they've gotten over something, right? And that's something that should be at the back of your mind if you think it's something that's disturbing your life or it's affecting you, right? Some urges are good. Maybe you feel like taking a shower. It's a good urge, right? Maybe your nose is tingling and it's just like, yeah, maybe I need to drink more water because I don't smell great all the time, right? And there's certain things where your body kind of alerts you to certain things, and it's just like human nature. Who knows, right? It's something that has developed over time. Maybe it's in your bloodline, maybe it's in your culture, whatever. But just to end this off, whatever your goal is, you have to remember that temptation comes before breakthrough, right? So there's certain habits, especially like let's put this in like working out. There's certain habits that you have to develop, and there's some certain habits that you have to destroy, right? So if you know you're drinking too much soda, pop, whatever you call it, or juice, you're adding things that's going to um, slow your progress or even destroy your progress. You have to look at it and hold it up and be like, do I need this, or do I want to get this done, right? So you're going to either destroy it or develop it, right? It's the same thing if you're in a relationship and your ex is bugging you, right? Do you love your ex? Right? If you love your ex, get back with your ex, right? Don't waste whoever you're dealing with time, right? But, if you're going back with your ex, is it going to develop something more, or is your ex just trying to break up your relationship and have sex with you, and then it's then the relationship, right? Yeah, it's just when temptation arises, urges arise, you gotta realize, if it's something that you want to develop, right? Do you want to be someone who goes to the gym, 3 times a week, and it takes you a year to get your gains because, before the gym you get a hamburger, right? And then the end of the gym session, you get that full combo with extra large fries, right? And, extra sauce, right? Or are you going to, cut it out for like 3 months at least, or, slowly destroy those certain things, right? Okay, maybe after the gym you had a full combo. Maybe you're just gonna get the sandwich now, and okay, now you're just gonna get a side of fries. Or now, on your cheat day, you'll have a combo instead of every time you develop something or you get your gains, you reward yourself with a snack or a prize, right? You don't really want to reward yourself all the time because it's kind of counterproductive as well, right? If you're a reward oriented person, maybe delay that reward, make it a bigger prize, right? Where, oh, if I don't do this for this long, then I'll surprise myself with something super big. Or if I get to this goal faster, I'll get something else to kind of reward myself, right? Get your big goals. Celebrate after your big goals, right? You have your birthday once a year. You don't celebrate every day that you're alive, right? You don't have a half birthday party. You don't you don't have a birthday celebration every month where it's just like, yep, I'm 20 and 1 month old, right? Having a party, right? You go through the whole year, and then you celebrate because another year has come, another year has passed, and hopefully another year will approach, and you'll grow, and things will get better, life will get better, and you'll be happier for more things than you were the year prior. But anyways, yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for checking it out, and hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Yeah, that's about it. See you guys later.